We have been trying to devise a self-sufficient and simple drinking water system on board for some time now. Something to look forward to, super exciting, is a new water filter. So almost a water maker. We're getting there. We're getting there in steps. All the water behind me in the jugs is very hard-earned rainwater I collected over a period of all the rainy season here. It's all fresh water from the sky and I drink it. But I've been wondering, what am I gonna do when it's not raining here every single day and I can collect rainwater? Then we're gonna have to drink something on board, and we got the perfect opportunity here. A company called Idahill shipped to us all the way here in Guatemala a very compact water filtration system, which is perfect for the river. Here on the Rio Dulce, the water is mostly fresh water. Depending on the time of the year and the water levels, it's not water that you can drink. I would never drink the river water here. There's a lot of traffic, there's a whole city, there's a lot of traffic on land. There's no pump out stations here in the Rio Dulce, so everything's going into the water. Deck gets very dirty here very quickly. There's a lot of debris in the air. So that's all to say that I would not drink the water of the river here. I went water skiing in the river water here, and that's about it. Some of the marinas here have water filtration systems. Now our boat has its own water filtration system. So we're going to test that out. In the box we have tubes to get the water in and out of the water maker filter, hybrid and an RO filters themselves. Very important, a manual to be read, charging cable, USB-C to USB-C, and a nice little backpack to keep the plastic clean in storage in our boat. On the box, it's asking me to put the tubes. Tubes go in, and then surprisingly they don't come out easily. Just push the little tab in to take them out. Pre-filter. Pre-filter is gonna screw in. Yes, it's a screw. Try and make sure that this hose doesn't get kinked. Next I'm gonna put the filters in. RO in the RO section, and there's a little arrow with the unlocked symbol here. And then I kind of have to put more pressure on it than I thought. I really have to firmly slide it to the locked position. So I already got dog hair on it. I'm gonna put my little arrow into the unlocked position, and I'm gonna really firmly press and slide so that it's flush here and I can close the top. Okay, I think I'm pretty much set that I could just go and dump this in the water and turn it on. I don't know if it's actually charged, if it came charged or not. Again, this is a water filtration system for fresh water and not salt water. The system is supposedly very efficient, so we'll be able to charge it with our 3 12-volt batteries and then go. After several minutes, the light turned green, so the filter pretty much came charged. I had to press the on button firmly and slowly until the green light came on. And then I knew that the system was beginning to clean the water because I could see water coming up the clear tube, and there was a slight vibration. Our cockpit bucket just happens to have some random holes drilled in near the top of it, which were perfect size for inserting the hoses. The instructions told me to run the system for about 35 minutes before drinking any of the water produced by the brand new filters. I took this opportunity to fill my bucket with laundry water, which does not need to be drinking quality, of course. Compared to the direct river water, the water coming out of the Idahill machine felt and looked very clean. I have the water filter running again today. What I want to do today, with the help of my neighbor's TDS meter, is numerically test how clean this water is. It's been running for 5-10 minutes. So I was very curious to know what exactly was coming out from the white hose, which says drinking water on it, and what was coming out from the blue hose, which calls itself washing water. So what am I seeing here? Well, it jumped up, when I put this in the glass, it jumped up to 13, 14 parts per million. And then now it went all the way down to 11 parts per million for a moment. And now it's at 12 parts per million. And this is drinking water. 12 parts per million. That sounds pretty good to me. Shake some of that water off. And now I'm going to test it in the non-drinking water. Washing water is what I'm calling it. Oh, that jumped way up. That jumped up to 480, 90 parts per million and going up. Almost 500 parts per million. In contrast to that, the drinking water is hovering at 11, 12 parts per million. If I just go with my bucket, grab some water from overboard, if I just grab some dirty old water, river water from the bottom of my boat, directly from the stern of my boat, is 238 parts per million. I see a dog hair floating in there. According to Idaho, the lifetime of the removable filters should be between 400 and 800 gallons of water produced. Alright, so I misunderstood momentarily, but then clarified on their website, where they had a little GIF that shows not that the water filters work like one water filter filters out to make drinking water and the other filter filters out to make wash water. No, the water goes through both filters, and what's actually coming out the blue hose is the wastewater of that production. So because it's wastewater, it actually has double the amount of parts of whatever particulate is in there. It's got double the amount coming out the wastewater tube. That's why you have 240 parts per million in the river. It goes through the water filters and it comes out with 500 parts per million. That's what I understand is happening with the water filtration system. So you definitely don't want to drink from the hybrid tube. Now, there is an option on the Idaho water filter device to either just run the hybrid or just run the RO. And I don't know if that's maybe for like flushing the system, but when you want to make drinking water, the best setting, just turn the water filtration system on, and that produces drinkable water. And then there's wastewater coming out the blue tube. So I'm very happy with this. That means I know for sure on one charge of the water filtration system, for sure, can fill an entire garrafone of drinking water. That for us lasts several days for drinking, cooking, being able to consume that water. And I no longer have to worry about if it's safe for drinking. Even sometimes I wonder from the sky. With the previous filtration system that we had, which was just the canvas of our bimini, no longer have to worry about that. We have fresh, clean drinking water that's safe to drink.